diamonds. I'm unbalanced. How do you know I'm unbalanced, by the way? I didn't bid no trump. Do I have a good way to show balanced hands? Yes, and they all involve bidding no trump. So if I've got a 17 count and no trumpy, I just open a no trump. 18 or 19, I'm rebidding two no trump. Okay, so diamond, spade, three diamonds. By definition, I'm unbalanced. Okay, void or singleton somewhere. Maybe two doubletons if I'm not opening a no trump on two doubletons, which is something that I would not recommend today. I may recommend it about 3 weeks from now. But for now, you got two doubletons. You can treat that as an unbalanced hand unless you don't want to. Just saying. Okay, so three diamonds, absolutely positively got 6 of them. Now, the one other hand we really haven't talked about is three spades. I have a nice inference available to me when my partner bids three spades. Okay, diamond, spade, three spades. Does that sound invitational? Yeah. What's the invitational range? 16 to 18. Now, if my partner had a balanced 16 or 17 count, what would he have done? He would have opened a no trump, and he didn't. He opened a diamond. So if it goes diamond, spade, three spades, my partner either has an unbalanced hand with diamonds and spades, or he has a balanced 18 count. Either one of those might get me excited. Okay? Diamond, spade, three spades. My partner doesn't have a balanced 16 to 17 count. So he's either a balanced 18 count, or he's got an unbalanced hand that really has diamonds and really has spades. So something that might look like this. No. Okay, how many high card points? I got a 16 count and a singleton. Okay, so I'm a diamond, spade, I'm bidding three spades with this. Turn this into the queen of hearts, and I still might be bidding three spades. Turn this into the 10 of hearts. How many high card points?
12.
13. I got a singleton. Is this minimum or invitational?
Minimum.
Yeah, it looks and smells minimum. It's the upper range of minimum, but it's probably still a minimum hand that I would bid two spades with. Yes, ma'am. When do I count singletons and doubletons? I count singletons and doubletons only after I find out we have a fit. Because in my world, when I have a singleton or a doubleton, that singleton or doubleton is in my partner's suit.
Those of you that are lost, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Trust me, it's not an easy game. Some of these sharpshooters will answer questions, and they know the answers, but they're just fake it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. He just goes on and rambles, and you're going to be confused, but it makes sense. It comes together. It really will.
And actually, I'm going to add to that. Okay? There's a good way to learn how to play this game. Does anyone know what it is? Play this game. Okay, so I'm going to stop talking in about 10 minutes, and I'm going to give you yes, thank you, an opportunity to demonstrate your understanding on the topic of the day.
You're not the only ones that are confused. That's what I'm trying to tell you, okay? So just hang in there. You'll be fine.
Thank you, Paul.
All right. Now, any question about anything we got up here? Well, if not, I'm going to see whether you were paying attention or not.
Well, it doesn't matter if you're paying attention or not. That doesn't mean you're going to understand. Or remember. It's like, I thought I understood this, but no.
All right. Your partner's opened one diamond, and you have this fine bridge hand. How many high card points? 6. Do you owe your partner a bid?
Yeah.
Yes, and your bid should be 1 spade. Okay, I've got a 4-card spade suit. We're trying to find an 8-card fit. Now, 1 diamond pass, 1 no trump would limit my hand 6 to 10 points. 1 diamond pass, 1 spade doesn't limit my hand, but I still want to find an 8-card major suit fit. So even though I only have a 6 count, I'm going to bid a spade. Okay? Next person passes, my partner bids 2 clubs, and the next person passes, and now it's my bid with my 6 count. Okay, so it's gone diamond, spade, 2 clubs. Do we have enough points for game? No. No. How do I know? Okay, because my partner...
You want me to set it up in a separate section for how many hands? If you're going to use the bridge maker.
Let's go with 2 rounds, 2 hands. Maybe 3 rounds, 2 hands. All right.
Don't worry.
Don't worry.
So we don't have enough points for game. And we know this because if my partner wanted to be in game opposite any 6-point piece of crud, he would have done something else. Okay, so he's bid 2 clubs. Do I have a good way to describe this hand to my partner?
Pass.
4 clubs! No.
Fold, I said fold.
Fold, yes.
New term.
All right, yeah, my partner has denied having a game-forcing hand. Okay, so I am allowed as responder to pass if we're in a good spot and I know we don't have game. Okay, so here I've got a 6 count. I am allowed to pass. Okay. Does that make some sense?
Your partner has to play spades?
No, my partner's bid 2 clubs, so he really has diamonds and he really has clubs. Okay, so we're in 2 clubs, and if the opponents come into the auction, I may take another bid if I feel like it, but pass is a reasonably good description of this hand.
And that's to keep it at a minimum contract.
Yep, if we don't have a game contract,
That's fine.
then I want to play it as low as possible. Now, I'm going to make a change.
No, wait.
I'm not going to make a change. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait. Yes, ma'am.
What clubs do you have to say 2 clubs?
Oh, I didn't say 2 clubs. You mean to pass?
No, I meant
He has to have 4. He's guaranteeing a 4-card club
and
suit.
you have to have what? Responder has to have what?
I'm going to tend to have 4 to pass. Okay? Now, yes, ma'am.
Why do I know that is in the
Because he didn't go past 2 of the suit that he bid. He didn't. I can make any bid through 2 of the suit that I open as opener and have a minimum. Okay, so he can make any bid through 2 diamonds, any one of these 4 bids, and have a minimum. Even if he has an invitational hand, am I accepting invitations with this 6 count? No, because I just have what I promised. Now, I'm going to make one more change. No. How many high card points? I've got a 6 count. Do I have a minimum hand? I do. Okay? So it's gone diamond, spade, 2 clubs. With this hand, what do I bid?
2 diamonds.
Okay? I'm going to take my partner back to his first suit. Okay? If I'm bidding any suit that's been bid before cheaply, I'm not promising more than a minimum. So if I bid 2 diamonds with this hand, okay, I'm not saying I have a good hand. I'm not saying I've got a hand that's worth 2 bids. Okay, what I'm saying is diamonds is a good spot. I've got 6 to 10 points over here for you. So unless you have an invitational hand, your next bid should be half. All right. Now, one more thing. If I bid a suit at the 2 level, I'm showing a minimum hand. So one more. I'm going to beef this up a little because I like y'all. Okay. Diamond. With this hand you bid 1 spade. Your partner bids 2 clubs. Your next bid is 2 spades. Do you have a good hand? No. I got 6 spades. So partner, I don't have a good hand. I've got 6 spades. Let's play spades. How many spades do I want to play? 2. Unless you have an invitational hand. And if you do, keep bidding. But otherwise, I'm showing you a minimum hand. I just want to hear you pass. Does that make some sense? Any questions? All right. Before we start playing, or actually before we take a break, let's talk about some housekeeping. Okay? This is the last time for 6 months that I am going to talk for 75 minutes. Yay! Yay! And the crowd went wild. We have made it through chapter 3. Next week's lesson is overcalls. Okay? I will talk for no more than 30 minutes. And after the 30 minutes, you will be given the opportunity to play in a 2-hour bridge game against other people who have been listening to the lecture. The cost for that 2-hour bridge game is $4. If you do not have a partner, please come. We will find one for you. Okay? Now, just like tonight, and we're going to play some bridge tonight, if you have questions about bidding, which you will, it's just going to happen. If you have questions, you are allowed to raise your hand, and somebody will come to your table and gently guide you to potentially a correct response. Next week, we are going to be playing in a game that is sanctioned by the American Contract Bridge League. Yay! The award for playing well in that game is Master Points. And when I say Master Points, what I really mean is fractions of a Master Point. And when I say fractions of a Master Point, what I really mean is small fractions of the Master Point. This is a game where you should be able to come and learn. Okay, so on this side, even though we're playing for Master Points, you will still be able to raise your hand and someone will come to the table. If you have a problem with that, if you are an experienced player and say, you know, I really don't want people coming to the table and giving my opponents answers, then we have another side for you where that will not happen. Yes, ma'am.
You can't get negative points for playing badly, can you?
They will never, and I can attest to this, they will never take master points away from you. Once you earn master points, they're yours to keep.
All right, I'll join.
Okay, yes, I watched Wheel of Fortune last night for the first time in years. Any other questions?
How small is the percentage?
How small? If we have 8 tables next week, the winner, I believe, will get 4/10 of a master point. Yes, very cool.
And who keeps track of that?
Who keeps track? Well, if you're a member of the American Contract Bridge League, then they'll be kept by the American Contract Bridge League. If not, we've got a computer that keeps track of them. Okay, good question. Other questions? Do you have not joined the American Contract Bridge League? We are not going to. There are advantages to joining. The big advantage is you get a really cool magazine every month. Okay, that has good bridge stuff. Okay, the other thing is on the back of the magazine, it'll show you how many master points you have. But the really cool thing about joining is you get a really good magazine.
But you don't have to join to get
But
points.
you do not have to join to come
Or to get points.
or to get points. Okay, and do not think for a moment that I am trying to recruit you for the American Contract Bridge League, because it's not going to happen. You are welcome to play in this game in perpetuity without joining the ACBL. This is a fun place for you to come and learn how to play bridge. Okay? Yes, ma'am.
Can we join here, or do we sign up online?
You
or-
can join. We've got applications for you. You can join online if you like. I think it's $29 for the first year. Goes up to $36 after that, I guess.
That doesn't include your commission.
You know,
I'm just kidding. Honest.
yeah, he's a funny guy because I don't get like any extra stuff if y'all join. Doesn't mean I would recruit you any harder if I did, by the way. Any other questions? All right, well, let's take 5. When you come back to your table, you will have 2 boards on your table. We will walk you through entering your information into something called a bridge mate. Because when we play next week, it will be good for all of you to be registered. And we will walk you through this. I promise. All right, let's take 5. Thanks for coming tonight.